Hey, welcome from Chair to CEO, the podcast for beauty pros who are ready to grow a business that feels just as good on the inside as it looks on the outside. I'm your host, Amanda Smearman, salon and spa owner, educator, mentor, and your go-to for all things leadership, mindset, and business behind the chair. Whether you're dreaming about opening your own space, building a high-performing team, or just trying to juggle life and clients without losing your mind, I'm here to help you turn that hustle into something sustainable, profitable, and aligned with who you really are. Each week, we'll dive into real talk about growing your beauty biz, leading with heart, navigating the ups and downs of entrepreneurship, and building a life that you actually love along the way. So grab your coffee or your color bowl, and let's get into it. Hey friend, welcome back to From Chair to CEO, the podcast where beauty pros stop winging it and start leading their businesses with real strategy. I'm Amanda, your go-to salon owner, mentor, and hype girl for building sustainable, profitable businesses in the beauty industry. And today we're diving into something that honestly could change your entire approach to pricing and client retention. Clients will pay more, but only when the experience matches the price. We're talking about what makes clients stay, what makes them happy to pay higher prices, and what makes them send their friends straight to your chair or your nail table or your treatment room. It's not just your technical skills, not just your color blend. It's the client experience that you create. I'm also going to back this up with some industry facts and stats because this isn't just a cute idea. This is what grows real businesses. So let's get into it. There's a huge myth floating around, especially in smaller towns and saturated markets, that clients are only price shopping, but research shows otherwise. According to Salon Today, 42% of loyal clients generate 80% of a business's total revenue. Loyal clients aren't staying because you're the cheapest. They stay because they feel valued, seen, and taken care of. Clients don't necessarily want the cheapest service. They want the best experience for the price they're paying. And honestly, that's great news because it means you're in control and you can build that experience. And I'm going to touch on this real quick because I've seen this be true in my own business in the last 2 months. We started using a service called Maya. Not sponsored, but I am a huge fan of the service. Maya is a matchmaking service where you can implement the link on your website. You can share the link, and clients or potential clients can take a quiz for whatever service area they're looking for and be matched up with up to 3 of your service providers. And a lot of the questions that they are asked really have to do with like what they're looking for, the experience of the service provider, etc. But I always love to see when one of the questions is, what is the most important thing to you when it comes to finding a new service provider? And we get a lot of the answer of the level of expertise, and they're okay paying a higher price when the service and experience matches that higher price. So I've seen that personally in my own business, and it just makes me really happy to see and validate that client experience is a huge deal for a lot of people. Now, we do have some that the cheapest price, the most affordable is the best for them, but the amount of times we see the I'm okay paying a higher price if the service and experience matches that price, I love to see that. So like I said, they don't necessarily want the cheapest service. They want the best experience for the price they're paying. And honestly, it's great news. It means you're in control and you can build that experience. Here's the kicker. The experience doesn't start when they sit in your chair. It starts the moment they decide to book. And guess what? 81% of consumers prefer businesses that offer online booking. That's according to Salon Today. If your booking process is clunky, confusing, or outdated, or they're having to click like 2 or 3 times to get actually to your online booking, it's too much. So your first job is to make booking easy, send clear confirmations, and set the expectation for a smooth visit before they even arrive. Because first impressions matter, and they form in less than 7 seconds. Keep that in mind when you're thinking about hiring front desk and what your greeting expectations are for your team. Clients form a first impression in the first 7 seconds. Let's break this down even further, though. There are 5 key elements that actually make your service feel premium. Like we mentioned, the ease of booking. Is it online, mobile friendly? Are there automatic confirmations and pre-visit instructions? And clear service descriptions and price transparency. If you have online booking and it gives you the option to lay out what your blonding service includes and doesn't include. Does your cut and style include a shampoo? All of these things are really important to make sure that your clients know exactly what to book. There have been a lot of times that I've had clients message our page saying, I'm not really sure what to book. We ask them questions, they answer the questions, and from there, if I feel like, okay, something on here is not clear for them, maybe it's not clear for other people, I can go in and tweak it. The first contact that they have with you should feel effortless. Number 2 is the greeting. Greet them by name, make eye contact, and act genuinely happy to see them. Again, you have 7 seconds. If you're stressed, rushed, or your front desk is stressed, rushed, and not able to make a great first impression, you have a chance of losing that client before they even sit in somebody's chair. It creates instant trust. 30% of client dissatisfaction comes from poor consultations. A great consultation is not just about what they want done. It's about uncovering their lifestyle, their long-term goals, their maintenance capacity, their challenges, and then repeating it back so they feel heard. For example, you mentioned wanting brighter pieces around your face, but still needing it low maintenance. I'm thinking face framing balayage with a lived-in gloss, something that we can refresh every 12 to 14 weeks. That is client experience gold. I've also heard somebody say, this was a couple years ago, but I loved it. When the first appointment that they had with a client, even existing clients, at the beginning of the year, is they asked them, what does your hair journey look like this year? So this allows them to say, well, I never really thought about that, because how often do we think about that, right? But you have to think. So if somebody's coming in January and they're like, I want to cut my hair up to my chin, I want to do this color, whatever. But then you find out that they're in their best friend's wedding in July. Is their best friend really going to want them to cut their hair? Not that it's up to them, but we all know how that goes. So by saying, what events do you have coming up this year that you might want a particular hairstyle for? Oh, well, my best friend's getting married in July. She wants everybody's hair half up, half down. And I really wanted my hair to be at least shoulder length at that time. Okay, well, if we cut your hair up to your chin, there's a chance within 6 months you're looking at 2.5, 3 inches of growth on average, depending what we're doing. So maybe we don't take it quite that short right now. So uncovering these types of things is really important. And that is something, your consultation and the experience that you're offering doing that will really set you apart too. Number 4 is the service flow. During the service, you need to explain what you're doing and why. I understand that there are some clients that don't care. They don't care what you're doing. They're like, just do whatever you got to do. But especially that first and second time you have a client in your chair, explain what you're doing to them and why. Validate their decision, whatever they're doing. Like if they're trying a new haircut, if they're doing some face framing, if they're putting highlights in for the first time and they're unsure about how the tone is going to look on them, etc. Validate their decision. You know what is going to look good on them. You understand this. You've been to beauty school. You get it. Keep it calm and consistent. Your service flow should be calm, consistent. This really should be a mostly relaxing experience for them. Don't leave clients wondering what's happening. Keep them in the loop and keep them educated. You take them back to the bowl, you're shampooing them, and then all of a sudden you are like, okay, I'm going to go mix up your toner, and you disappear for 5 minutes. If they're a new client, what if their last stylist never did a toner on them? Do they know what a toner is? You have to educate. Education builds value. Number 5, and this is where most stylists drop the ball and it's a huge mistake. According to Harvard Business Review, increasing customer retention by just 5% can boost profits by 25 to 95%. That final moment matters. Offer rebooking like it's normal, not a big decision. Hey, in order to maintain the look we did today, I want to see you again in 6 weeks. It's up to them to say yes or no. If they don't want to go ahead and pre-book, they don't have to. You can't force them to, but you're at least putting yourself out there as the expert and saying, your look expires in 6 weeks. If you don't want it to expire, I need you in my chair in 6 weeks. Obviously, you're not saying it like that, but you get the gist. Recommend products with confidence tied to their needs. They need to know why the product is going to work for them, not just that it smells good, although I do have some clients that buy products because they smell good, but they need to know why it's going to work for them. Why should they buy that from you? Thank them genuinely and send a quick follow-up message afterwards. If you're independent, send them a quick follow-up message. If you own a team-based salon, your software system should be able to send out some sort of automatic message after they leave that has a quick thank you message for them. This is how you move from a good service to an unforgettable experience. Let's get honest about client retention. New client retention on average is 25 to 30%. Existing client retention is on average 68 to 70%. If you're not securing your first timers into second visits, it's not always because of your technical skills. It's the experience that determines whether they stay or if they disappear quietly into somebody else's chair. Clients won't always remember what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. Now listen, you don't need to hustle harder and stretch yourself thin to create a premium experience. You just need systems that make it effortless. Start with pre-visit emails and reminders, structured consultations, service flow checklist, rebooking and retail scripts, and automated follow-ups. Consistency builds trust. Trust builds loyalty. Loyalty builds income. And if you need help with these systems, it's exactly why I made the Client Experience Toolkit. It's full of templates, scripts, checklists, and training guides, so you don't have to go from nothing and create it all yourself. This is a kind of done for you in a sense toolkit that you can take my consultation questions, you can take my pre-visit email template, you can take suggested scripting, make them your own, and create your own experience. You can grab it on my website, or the link will be in the show notes as well. And right now it's just $17. Here's the truth. Clients aren't paying for what you do. They're paying for how you make them feel. Make every step intentional, communicate clearly, build consistency, lead the experience from start to finish. And when you do that, raising your prices won't feel scary. Clients won't blink at the investment. You'll stop competing on price and start winning on experience. Thanks for tuning into this episode of From Chair to CEO. Go out there and start building experiences that make you absolutely, undeniably worth it.